So back at it a little bit frustrated, a little bit of progress. So these parts, they give you a lot of chrome parts on this thing, like tons of chrome parts that I think like shouldn't be chrome. Like for instance, this is kind of funny, like a chrome set of belts. Got some chrome radiator hoses and the intake, the cylinder heads and stuff like that. I'm going to de-chrome all that stuff in my purple power, or the degreaser. It's not purple power that I use. It's much stronger than that actually. But these parts are all ready to go and get some paint on them, some interior color. The chassis has the rear end, phone cord, has the rear end and the front end attached, the engine block, the radiator, the wheel backs, all those things. Oh man. But after it's like never ending. Got the doors closing right and then broke a hinge off. These hinges are so fiddly. They're so darn little. And I wish they looked like that, but they don't. They don't at all look like that. This I guarantee they had the doors glued shut on this one because they're such a pain in the neck. So I doubt I can get, well, maybe so. Get something to point with here. So I had already messed the top one up. This is the top one right here. You see where you can actually see where the pin pulled through, and I was able to get some glue on that and kind of rig it, right? Not fix it, but rig it. It was working. And then today I was opening, trying to get the other side doors to shut right, and the bottom one broke off. I went ahead and cut it short here. Oh man. So I've got to glue a new piece on here, and I'm going to cut the top off too and glue a new piece on there, and then I will melt another hole through for the hinges. The bottom one here looks, it's right. It's got the metal hinge in it. It hasn't broken off yet. But this one, man. I'd put a little small piece on there. Boy, whenever you zoom in on this camera, you can really see some stuff. Like, look at all that. Where is that? Look at all this glue right here. Man, glad the hood covers that up. But anyway, yeah, just when you think that you got it all going on, it bites you. So I'm gonna get these parts in the purple power. These, get them all de-chromed. Paint on the chassis, paint on the seats, paint on the inner door. Okay, so another thing with this kit, it's very, I don't know why I jump on these. I don't know why I jump on these difficult ones. This body is multi-piece. I've got the body. I wish I had it off, but you see that tape, that's holding the body on. That front tape and the back tape is holding the body on, because once the body pops off, or the cab rather, it kind of shrinks right here, so the doors won't shut right. So I keep it on here so I can fit the doors, or else you're not going to get the doors fitting right. But I can't paint it that way, so I've got to pull the body off whenever I go to paint it, or the cab. Got to pull the cab off. The back bed is stationary. It is it doesn't, I've already got it all glued in place. That's fine. I'm going to paint it all. It's going to be painted, but the way the cab is, the dashboard is already installed. I already had to install that. So then I'll have to detail the dash gauges after I paint it with it in. I didn't want to paint the dash separate, put it in and get glue everywhere, you know what I mean? So I try to pre-fit as many parts as I can to paint them. So that's what I've done there. But the cab will come off once I get this hinge fixed again, and I will paint the cab, paint the rest of the body. I don't know what color yet, maybe red. and paint these parts. The inner door, this has the tucked, or I don't know, whatever the interior style is there from the 70s or whatever, 60s or 70s. Anyway, this will be interior color. Now those glue into the inside of the door, and you can't do that until it's all painted, right? But there's a window, stupid windows, I don't know why they did it this way, but there's a window that fits. You see that right there is a little, you see that darn little knob sticking out right there? Anyway, that's what the window, I think, attaches to. I don't even know if you have to have windows, but if you don't have windows, then there's this gap between the door and the door panel, which looks, you know, wonky. So I guess I'll put the windows in it. I mean, if the doors are going to open, I guess the windows can be closed or up or whatever. I don't know. This thing's really testing my patience, but that's okay. It's just, like I say, what's hard, if you can work through that, you've accomplished something, another hurdle. So there's not a stitch of paint on anything. There's nothing. This honestly, to be honest with you guys, this is a pointless video because it's just me and my frustration. And I don't spend much time with this kit, but the reason I don't is because every time I work on it, when the door hinges breaks or something like that, it's really frustrating me. Sometimes you feel like your wheels are just spinning, right? Your wheels are just spinning. You're not getting anywhere. Turn this camera around just for a second. It's weird just talking to you with showing a... there. Okay. So, I'm in my work clothes. Today's Wednesday. I'm off on Wednesdays. And been working in the yard, doing all kind of stuff. And... but anyway, sometimes you just feel like your wheels are spinning, right? I'm going to see if I can lean this against this darn body. Maybe I can break another door hinge off. Yeah, there we go. So sometimes you feel like your wheels are just spinning. And that's kind of where I'm at. As far as creating content, man, sometimes I've literally got a room full of content. And sometimes it's hard to just... hard to reach up and grab that, and not literally, but figuratively speaking, it's a little difficult to reach up and just grab something and just make a video. You get in a routine. I was in a routine about like hauls, buy kits, make videos, build a kit, buy model kits, make a video of the haul. But then I kind of ran out of room, so I kind of backed off on the haul videos because I just ain't got nowhere to put them. At this point, I got to do some expansion. Model car videos, phase 2 needs to happen soon because I'm not buying very many kits because it's just there's nowhere to put them right now. But as far as content, like this truck right here, man, it's really tested my patience. And so what happens is I'll get working on it, then I'll be like, I got to give it a break, and I'll break out another kit. I've got the Pro Street right next to me here. Pro Street's right next to me. I've been working on that, get some paint on some parts. It's another one of those difficult... This isn't a Pro Street video, I understand that, but it's I'm comfortable opening a box up and building a kit that's feasible to build. This darn truck right here is really testing my patience, as you can see. Anyway, not whining or crying. It's going to be cool and it's going to look good. It's just like, man, please. Why did they have to do it like that? But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I will get some paint on these parts that I have the toothpicks on. I've had people say, how do you, what did you attach your toothpick with? So it's easy. The toothpicks are these little hors d'oeuvre toothpicks that are turned on a miniature wood lathe. Where's the darn camera? Anyway, they've got a little mouse. There's this little mouse that they have that he sits on a wood lathe all day long, and he turns these little toothpicks. But these toothpicks have fairly of a flat end on them. Works good for taking and gluing to a part And that's what I do. I take super glue, put a little super glue on my toothpick end, and then I will put it on my part that I want to paint. You put it in an undisclosed, or a place that's not going to be seen or painted. Super glue, and then a little, people call it kicker, accelerator on there, and it will, that's how my parts, I'll hold a lot of my parts. If it's a bigger part, I'll use a piece of sprue and do the same thing. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this. Maybe don't get as much content out as I usually do. Really, been busy. Life is busy. Can you agree with me on that? Life is busy, and I try to get as much time in here as I can, but I do have a family, and I like to spend time with them, and they like to spend time with their husband and dad. And so, yeah, content is not flying out of here like I would like it, but it will improve, and it's just one of those things. To be honest with you, I thought if I had like 3 builds going at one time, it would be like a much more content would be going out. That's not necessarily the case. I get bogged down, and then there's probably less. So maybe I need to, once I get this bench cleared, just like stick to 1 or 2 at the most, and get them out. And I know you guys like to watch my videos, and I really appreciate that. But if there's not a video, you can't watch it. So I need to get some more out. Anyway, just rambling. Been rambling for 5 minutes already. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed, go hit the subscription button. If this video didn't make you want to unsubscribe, go hit the subscription button. And if you did unsubscribe, think about it. Maybe you can come back. Yeah, and Hobby Nut Models, go check out Mark's inventory there at Hobby Nut. This truck will be getting MCW paint sprayed on it. Go check out Mark's inventory of his MCW paint line. It is tons of colors, a lot of factory colors too. So go check out this factory MCW paint colors and race car colors and everything else. He even has that green carburetor color paint, like what your Holly carburetor is. He's got the actual paint. It says green carburetor. It's a sort of a green, but not really. But it works good. Facebook group, go join there if you haven't already. Model Car Videos Facebook group. Patreon, thank you guys that are members of my Patreon group. And if you haven't already subscribed or become a member of my Patreon group, go check that out. And we can do some live streams sometime, and have some one-on-one, or what was like, it was like 5 or 6 of us last time was on a live stream. We had a great time. We were over an hour, maybe closer to 2 hours. Great guys there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. All those things are linked in the description below, and you all, I hope you have a great, if it's morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever. We'll see you guys later. Take care.